Here it is, Sony's most advanced mini LED TV ever made. The Bravia 9. It's not just big, it's intelligent. The Bravia 9 features a 4K UHD Mini LED panel powered by XR Backlight Master Drive. What makes this system unique is the use of over 1,000 local dimming zones. That means each part of the screen can control its brightness individually, resulting in deeper blacks, intense highlights, and virtually no blooming. This display reaches up to 2,000 nits of peak brightness. With support for Dolby Vision, HDR10, and HLG, HDR content looks stunning, both in dark rooms and bright environments. I tested it in a lit room, and details stayed sharp even in the darkest scenes. But what really sets this TV apart is Sony's cognitive processor, XR. Unlike traditional processors that just sharpen or upscale, this one analyzes the image like the human eye. It enhances depth, identifies the focus of each scene, and adjusts the contrast and color accordingly, in real time. Speaking of color, the Bravia 9 uses Sony's TRILUMINOS Pro technology, delivering over 90% DCI-P3 coverage. That means richer, more accurate colors and smoother gradients. Skin tones in particular look lifelike, with no oversaturation. And let's talk about glare. Thanks to Sony's X anti-reflection coating, reflections are drastically reduced, even in rooms with large windows. That's something I really appreciated during daytime viewing. The sound experience? Just as impressive. With acoustic multi-audio, sound doesn't just come from below the screen, it comes from where the action is. There are built-in actuators behind the panel that create directional audio. It's 60 watts total and supports Dolby Atmos and DTS-X. Plus, with center speaker mode, you can actually use the TV as a center speaker in a surround system. Design-wise, Sony has gone minimal. Nearly invisible bezels, a solid aluminum chassis, and a stand that hides all your cables. It's premium all the way. And yes, cable management is spot on. Everything tucks neatly behind the panel. The software side runs on Google TV. It's smooth, responsive, and comes preloaded with all major apps. But what really stood out for me was Bravia Core. It's Sony's own streaming service, and with PureStream technology, you get 4K HDR content at bit rates up to 80 megabits per second. That's nearly lossless quality, and you can see the difference. Now for gamers, the Bravia 9 doesn't hold back. You get 4 HDMI ports, 2 of which support HDMI 2.1. That means 4K at 120 Hz, VRR, ALLM, and EARC are all here. I tested it with a PS5, and input lag was around 8.5 milliseconds. It's fast, fluid, and totally next-gen ready. You can switch the lights off with the Bravia 9 and enjoy image quality that is truly outstanding for a mini LED TV. Sat directly onto the screen, you will get one of the best cinematic experiences currently available from an LCD TV, with excellent blacks, superb shadow detail retrieval, and stunning specular highlight details. Add to this color accuracy that rivals the best out there, and an image that has tremendous depth and detail, and you can see why it has been getting the attention it deserves. In dark or light-controlled environments, the Bravia 9 is an excellent TV. Just make sure you are sitting directly in front and not off to the sides. Otherwise, you will start to notice it is an LCD TV after all. Our 65-inch review sample was provided by Sony UK in retail packaging. Given that the 75 and 85-inch versions use the same VA-type panel and features, although zone counts will be slightly different, we would expect them to perform in the same or similar fashion. Screen uniformity on a 5% gray slide is very good, with a clean-looking panel with just the usual lighter edges and darker center at this brightness. This reverses as we go up the brightness slide scale, but again, the panel looks good for a mini LED with no obvious clouding or patchiness. This is by no means a deal breaker when it comes to image quality, as most sets fall victim to these torture test scenes. Using the usual torture tests and scenes from Blade Runner 2049, where there are large areas of mist and camera panning, there are no obvious signs of dirty screen effect, DSE, with very slight banding seen in fast-moving shots, but nothing that is distracting. Football also looks very good with no issues of DSE present. There are some instances of posterization in low bit rate content, and with some tricky 4K material, there are also some instances of gradational banding seen, but this is by no means a deal breaker when it comes to image quality, as most sets fall victim to these torture test scenes, which are rare examples when compared to daily viewing. So what does all of this cost? Well, as you'd expect, this is a premium product, and the price reflects that. In the US, the 65-inch model is currently around $2,499, the 75-inch at $3,299, and the 85-inch version is close to $4,299. Prices may vary by region, but this isn't budget territory, and it's not meant to be. To me, the Bravia 9 is for those who demand the absolute best in picture quality, color accuracy, and motion processing. If you're building a high-end home theater, or you're a serious visual enthusiast, this TV is a monster. But if you're after aggressive price to performance, or you're okay sacrificing some premium touches for better value, you might want to wait for what I'll show you next. If you found this review helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dive tech breakdowns. Got questions or opinions? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.